Good afternoon, my amazing subscribers and viewers. How's everybody doing out there today? I hope everybody is having a wonderful weekend. It's Nikki D, and welcome back to the Nikki D channel. Today, we're going to be doing the 2024 Tennessee Volunteers Predictions Part 1. This is going to be a two-part series where we break down the entire Tennessee Volunteers football season coming up. In today's video, we're going to cover the first 6 games of the season, part 2, which will be coming Sunday, August 25th. We will be covering the last 6 games of the regular season. So, when it comes to the first 6 games, without further ado, let's get to the Tennessee Volunteers opened the season on August 31st at home against the Chattanooga Monks. And I do expect Nico Iliava to be making the start as Tennessee's quarterback. I do think that Dylan Sampson is going to have a big day on the ground with this Tennessee rushing attack. And I expect Josh Heupel to be off to the races early. I'm expecting 14 points by the end of the first quarter and probably around 24 to 28 points going to the locker room for halftime. I will say, if the Tennessee Volunteers offense has at least a 30-point lead at halftime, I'm expecting to see Jake Merlinger. I'm expecting to see this backup Tennessee offense and this backup Tennessee defense. It's a good game to get some reps in for the boys who normally don't play. And that's why you put Chattanooga on the schedule. That's why you put Kent State on the schedule, which we'll get to in a little while. But yeah, I don't think Chattanooga's going to stand much of a chance coming into Knoxville. Neither does ESPN, who's giving Tennessee a 99.0% chance to win this game. So, what does Nikki D think? Nikki D thinks Tennessee's going to blow them out. I don't even think it's going to be close. I think the final score, Tennessee 52, Chattanooga 3, as the Volunteers will get to 1-0. Tennessee's second game of the season will be on September 7th, and it is the Dukes Mayo Classic, with Tennessee facing number 24 currently, NC State, on a neutral field at the Bank of America Field in Charlotte, North Carolina. Now, I will say RPI and ESPN is giving the Tennessee Volunteers, I believe, a 69.4% chance to win this matchup. And I really feel like this is going to be the first big test for this Tennessee team. They are not going to be at home. They are going to be facing a ranked opponent. And I think this is where you get to see Nico Iliava run the football. Whether it's option plays, whether it's taking off because nobody's open downfield, I think you're going to see a lot more mobility from Nico Iliava in this game compared to the Chattanooga game. Now, I am still expecting a good game from Dylan Sampson. I think he's going to get 100 yards rushing in this game. I think he's going to get at least a pair of touchdowns. And I think this is going to be a good, hard-hitting affair. And I think that Tennessee is going to walk out victorious over NC State in this matchup. Nikki D's final score prediction, Tennessee 38, North Carolina State 24. In week 3, the Tennessee Volunteers will head back to Knoxville to take on the Kent State Golden Flashes. And I think this is going to be a big game for Nico Iliava. I think he's going to throw at least 3 touchdown passes. Kent State's passing defense is not good at all, honestly. They're one of the worst teams in the FBS, honestly. And Nico is going to expose that. The RPI and ESPN backs me up on that too. They give Tennessee a 98.5% chance to win this game. And I do think a lot of the running game is going to be incorporated. I think we're going to have Dylan Sampson get at least a touchdown in this game. And like the Chattanooga game, if Tennessee's up by at least 30 at the half, Jake Merlinger is going to come in. The backups are going to come in. Get these guys that normally don't get into the game some more playing time because they all deserve it. And I think Tennessee's going to roll over the Kent State Golden Lashes. And what Nikki D thinks, final score prediction, Tennessee 56, Kent State 0. Week 4, conference play begins for Tennessee, and they're going to be kicking things off with a very difficult matchup as they go to Norman, Oklahoma to take on the Oklahoma Sooners on the road. And this crowd is going to be hostile in Norman. This is not going to be an easy feat by any means. And I'll probably end up saying this a few more times, but this is going to be the toughest test of Tennessee on the season so far. And this is the first matchup for Tennessee this year where RPI and ESPN give them less than 50% chance to win this game. Right now, Tennessee's chance to win this game is at 40.1%. So, ESPN really thinks that Oklahoma is going to get a nice close win over Tennessee. Ain't happening. Tennessee's defense is going to step up here. It's better than it was last year. And Nico's going to come into his own. He's going to have a big game. And when Nico's not running the ball, Dylan Sampson's running the ball. Now, I don't think this is going to be a blowout. I think Oklahoma's going to do an excellent job of keeping up. Nikki D's opinion, Tennessee wins this one. Final score, Tennessee 38, Oklahoma 31. The week after Oklahoma, Tennessee will have a bye. They'll be able to rest their guys for a couple of weeks. But on October 5th, they go on the road at Arkansas. And the Vols and the Razorbacks are going to put on a good matchup, in my opinion. And ESPN gives Tennessee a 74.5% chance to win this game. And honestly, I think they're dead on here. I think Nico is going to have a big first half in this game. This is going to be the game where he's going to show the nation what he is capable of. Whether it's on the ground or it's through the air, I think he's going to be a big X factor in this game. I think that Dylan Sampson is going to do enough to keep the Arkansas defense off balance, and which will allow Nico to come in and be even more productive. And I really think that's going to help Tennessee. I think it's going to help them enough to win this game as well. I don't think Arkansas's deep offense is going to do too much against Tennessee's defense in this game. And Nikki D's opinion, final score, Tennessee 31, Arkansas 17. Now it's on to week 7, the final game of part 1. And on October 12th, Tennessee will have their first home conference game as in come the Gators. It's going to be the Tennessee Volunteers and the Florida Gators. And the Gators won this game last year, but the last time this was in this stadium, Tennessee won it. So it's going to be a very good game. Florida is a middle-of-the-row SEC team, let's be honest. They're not even ranked right now, and they went 6-7 last year. So I don't expect the Gators to give us too much trouble. I was a little surprised when I saw where they were located to seeing them on the 3rd week of September to open conference play. But putting them right before Alabama, I mean, at least we'll have 5 good games under our belt before we play the Gators, because a lot of the times we play the Gators, we've lost games because we've made mistakes in week 3 or 4 that we wouldn't make in week 10, 11, 12. Putting the Gators in the middle of the schedule is going to help Tennessee out a lot more than having them at the beginning of the schedule, because they're the type of team where you can go in and get tripped up. There's no question about that. The Gators will catch you off guard if you're not at your A game. That's just how they are. And I think Tennessee's running game will have 200 yards rushing, but I think points will be at a premium here. And I really think that this is going to be a very low-scoring game. Tennessee's up 10-3 at the half. And Nikki D final prediction score: Tennessee 17, Florida 10. That was the 2024 Tennessee Volunteers predictions, brought to you by Nikki D. Part 1. If you want to see a part 2, then tune in next Sunday, 25th of August, and I will have that ready for you to conclude this series. Other than that, what do you think to how Tennessee's going to do this year? Let me know down in the comment section below. And don't forget to like the video, share the video on social media, and if you made it all the way to the end of this video, if I really have taken 10 minutes of your time today, then smash that subscribe button. Other than that, I'm Nikki D. This is the Nikki D channel, and I will see all of y'all amazing people next time. Bye, y'all.